excuse me, Neil Cole. Hello. What are you doing in the Fringe then?
I'm doing a comedy show for 3 nights at the Hobgoblin called Kneel by Mouth.
Kneel by Mouth? Is that like a pun on Nil by Mouth?
Very much so. Oh look, in fact that's just fallen out of the Fringe brochure. Handy edition. Yeah, it's kind of like a pun on Kneel by Mouth, although it is in no way hospital related. It's just a joke for joke's sake.
What's been your inspiration, you know, your sort of, your seed for your sort of show, Neil?
Well, I like to think that comedy is very much like the universe. Like, the telling of a joke is like this pebble, and the laugh that follows, gravitationally, is like this other pebble. The beauty of Brighton is that these are the building blocks of comedy. The carbon, the hydrogen, the oxygen that goes into every laugh of every joke since the very first star was created and collapsed trillions of years ago, found here on Brighton Beach. Each individual joke and the laugh that follows are the building blocks of the Brighton Festival Fringe.
Was that supposed to be Noel Gallagher?
No, you heathen, it was Brian Cox. You're supposed to be a scientist of sorts, you should know that kind of thing. That's Andy, by the way.
Neil Cole of Nil by Mouth, thank you very much indeed.
Is that it?
Oh, sorry, do you want me to ask some more questions?
I presume there might be more.
Not really. Avidly looking at the Fringe Festival mag there.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you. I was too avidly looking at the Fringe Festival mag here.
So who would you recommend that we go and see this year then?
Well, a perennial favourite of mine is Jo Neary, who's doing a show called Nice and Neary. She's half of that. She's the Neary half. That's at the Comedian on the 29th. Pappy's are very good. Pat Bircher is a very good comedian. He's on at the Hobgoblin, which is the same venue as me. He's on the 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th of May. Well, that just fell out. What a strange coincidence that should just fall out. Well, this looks good. Cole is a relaxed, amiable presence at the mic, establishing an easy chemistry with his audience. Enjoyably bawdy, with impressive imaginative leaps. Oh, definitely. Oh, that was the Scotsman. Cole is a relaxed, amiable presence at the mic, establishing an easy chemistry with his audience. Enjoyably bawdy, with impressive imaginative leaps. That's the Scotsman review of my show. Just a Scotsman, but also the Scotsman.
Any Scotsman.
There's a guy called Kevin Shepherd, who I know very well. He's doing a show called Caronicle, which is much more of a bad pun than Kneel by Mouth. His show is about all of the cars that he's owned in his life. He also does a very funny podcast about Formula One. There's a little recommendation from me. But really, with the Brighton Festival Fringe, you can't go wrong. I first appeared at the Brighton Festival Fringe in '96. I know, I may look like a young man, but I'm very old. In a play at the Marlborough Theatre for 368 Theatre Company called Truth, Strip or Dare, where I played a young male stripper who died. It wasn't a comedy. I did have to dance a lot.
And then die?
And then die.
While naked?
And I've been dying on stage ever since then. I didn't actually go naked, but I did have to strip. To the song Strip for Me, Strip for You.
So you didn't go the full Monty then?
No, not in that production, although I have been naked on stage before. And if you play your cards right, Brighton Festival Fringe, it could happen again. It won't happen, but it could, but it won't. It definitely won't. It might, but it definitely won't. The great thing about performing in Brighton is that your show is always peer-reviewed.